Say greetings, good morning to the world out there. I'm Elderness in Bear Claw. How is everyone? Let's give a few minutes for those who are gonna come and join me. I will not be too long here, but just to let you all know you can see me. Say, how are you, sweetheart? Hope things are good for you. We're getting close to the weekend. I see again. Sorry I haven't come on. I just been doing some healing myself and very disturbed about some stuff in this world. I did visit my clan. I posted some pictures and they gave me more information on what is going on, and storms are not over yet, from what I've been told. They were saying more of the top right of the United States, which would be New York and all that, from New York all the way up to Minneapolis. They were telling me all of them, there is about 8 states will be hitting more heavy snow. Don't say, okay, Robin. Thank you for joining. As I'm talking, I am going to be sewing. I wrote down and cut all my sister's t-shirts and blouses so I can make a quote out of them. So I'll just go into 0. I thought I had it on the full one. So I know I haven't been on for a while, but that's why I figured I might come on before someone else goes live. And like I said, I don't really like going live when I know friends are on. But I haven't been on here for a while, so. But let's see how it goes today. I was going to try to go live, but after cooking dinner, I was tired again, so. Auntie wants to go to bingo. I don't know. I do need to. So that's our little tea time for us. Going up to my clan, I was there Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I got home Tuesday late. It's like a 4-hour drive. And we got on the quads to go up the mountain. So, and then walk about almost a mile. I will show you. This was my mother's pajamas. I used to sleep with it still, but not no more. And there's some missing. 3, 4. One more. I don't want to sit on it. Okay, fine. And then, of course, my relative, Robert Swan Lake. And then, of course, my bear claw. Here it is. Oh no, gosh darn it. Dansei Oki, Pamela, how are you, my love? We just did deep prayers this morning, and so we shall continue on praying, and hopefully no one will, won't be too heavy. And then the one shirt that I had made, I'm putting them all together. Oh, I missed. How did I miss that? All right. Let's put this back up. And how is everyone? Infinity. Much blessings, my love. Much blessings. I know it's been very cold. We have fog. Maybe about an eighth visual vision. And it's really, really foggy here. Yesterday, I think, was the only nice day we had. But yes. All right, everybody. Let me. I have a pair 9 moccasins. Anybody with the 8.5 or 9 foot, these beautiful moccasins need a journey to walk in. Cannot leave them like that. They are $100. I will ship it free. So please think about it. Thank you, Pamela. 2 more podcasters had reached out to me, want to interview me. So I'm honored, but there's questions I can answer, and if I get to our native laws, if you are asking me certain things, I won't able to answer. And I'll tell you. The one lady just me picking up, I already knew what she was going to say, and I said no. So I counseled on her, and I said, because the questions you're going to ask is very strongly in your mind, and you need to know yourself how to investigate or how to come upon the clans, the Satangas, Bigfoots, Sabies, Riwawaka. But again, star people. Now, I know that we still have investigators that are doing star people. And they have been coming out more and more. So my concern is because there are different ones. I will tell you this. There are different star people. And some are good, some aren't. Where'd you go? There you are. And here's the other needle. But again, why is this all tingling now? I almost put it completely in my Bounty. Hello, sweetheart. How are you? Oh, there's a knot. That's why. 1, 2, 3, go. Mike, how are you, sweetheart? Thank you for joining. All right. I'm just my grandson, my sister's son, brought over some clothes for us to look at, and I'm going to show you my beautiful sister, and believe it or not, she's blue eyes, blue green eyes, just like my monkey. This is my sister. That's me. That's my sister. And she was my doll. Since I didn't play with dolls, my mom said, "Here's your light doll." And so, you come to take care of each other. How am I? Hurting, honestly? Hurting. My lower back and hip. Yeah. I do okay. I push myself and push myself. So, but it is what it is. If anybody would like to come and join me on the panel for a bit, you're more welcome. I tell myself, I feel no pain, and I keep on, So I'm the type that would, if something's bothering me, I ignore it. My body weighs, unless it's extreme, then I back away. I'm quiet. And my husband and the family don't like that. Anyway, I got one of my son's shirts. It says, "Be proud to be a firefighter. Americans bravest." So I will put that along with my sister. And then the concert that my sister took me to was my first concert was Lionel Richie in 1986. Yes. And this was my second concert. Bill Collins. I love his music. There's, what's that one song? The Air Tonight or something like that. So, and I'm going to sew all these together and we can make a blanket. And then there is the Great Outdoors Snoopy. And then there's a badge for the fire department. And then like those are arm sleeves. And the same thing, the Snoopy. My sister and I love Snoopy. But yes, I have to throw in the Winnie the Pooh because of Tigger and the rabbit, Piglet. So, and then um, my sister's blouse with the flowers and butterflies. And then for San Jose's native, which is called the Beretta, Life of Beretta. This one says, the tree of life and living spirit, family first. And I will be signing all that. So now I have to lay it out and see where we go. All right. Now, how has everyone been? I hope everybody's been doing well. I'm sorry. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster. Um, there's times where I was going to go live, but other people have went live. So, and I really don't like I said, if they're friends and they go live, I won't go live. But every time I went live, the channel went live. So, disrespectful. So, no communication. And on my part too, I think, as they say. So, but it's okay. You know, internet is for everyone. So, and I'm sure the four that I helped, they will go on. They have requested me to help them. I had told the one couple and the brothers, I said, no, I'm not. I have let some go, some that come on and watch. That's okay. Um, I had made some more cream and I had a mail out and our post office, which is right down the street, um, was closed. So I haven't used me. My um, medication I'm on, it makes me very tired. Okay, now let's talk about my clan. Someone emailed me, says, how come you never show prints or you never show a picture of them? I shared a picture of Arba, but someone leaked it out, so I will not share no more photos because I am a very private person and I promised them that I will not share them. I have a lot of, I've taken prints, instructions. Um, they do tell me what's going on, and that's why I tell you in back east, everyone, for wherever you are, I tell you what is actually going on and things to understand. Don't say, okay, Andrea. How are you, my relative? Yes, we are all relatives. We all have the same bloodline, just not the same skin color. And that's okay. Some are lighter, some are darker, but we are family. And that is important. That we do not hold grudges. We do not hold anger. We share information for each other so we all can understand what Mother Earth and the Father, the Creator, that is here with us. So, like I said, it is important that we all share because we are not all keepers, day keepers. We want to learn what is around us and understand. So, again, it's important to share, right? Again, if anyone wants to come on and join me, they're more welcome. I am going to put this link in. So I'm a little two-tone myself. I stay tan all year long. Me, my granddaughter, my son, my twin granddaughters. Of course, my husband is already dark. He's from the Chow Chow. He's Chow Chow and Mexican. But he's a citizen. He's from here. He was born here. He was born in San Jose, actually, at O'Connor's Hospital, same hospital that my kids were born. So, the plants. Orba, she's my blissful one. I love her dearly. When I'm feeling sick, she'll come in the house. Um, she'll pray right over me. People ask, why do they hide? Because they're very smart and beautiful creatures. But if you turn on them, they know you have a firearm on them, they might get aggressive. Boy, from 15 went down to 7. Wow, I'm that boring. Okay, that's fine. I just laugh now because I think it's funny. Oh, I got 4 hummingbirds fighting. You know, they say, why are they here on Earth? They've been here on Earth. You just haven't seen them. You haven't opened your eyes. Now, those who do many investigations, those who come and react with them. Now, if you had settled down, you would actually have a proper communication with them. Yes. Many times other people, even relatives, I'm going to say that too. They have reached out. You just haven't really paid attention. Say, aho, greetings, CP. How are you, my love? I hope you're doing well and staying warm. My clans tell me that many, many, many wolves been traveling. So, and when they travel, they are going, it's like the military. You send in the grunts, the first line in. But you also got to know, too, the dogmen communicate with wolves. They ask them in the mind. And this is why it's important for you to have your protection bags. Because when our relatives, our warriors go out to the field, they have that. And they see that, oh, you're protected by a native. Yes. They don't like it. Some aggressive satangas, Bigfoots, they don't like it. The star people don't like it. But we have noticed, I have been told that there is some star people are coming out more, trying to communicate with humans. And I said, I know has been going on for at least 10 years. Now, where my plan is, I don't feel any star people. And I asked them, they say no. But they tell me a family cross. This family cross the state. I mean, that they say there is star people. But now I'm really wondering is why are the star people coming so close? What is it? Can someone tell us why they want to be here, or can they say, or can they speak to a human? No, that won't fit. Or can they speak to us? And I really do believe that they're trying to have a connection. A connection. You know what? I'm going to put it back on what I had it. Let's go with another relative talking with grandmother. Can you all hear that? Maybe because they don't want us to destroy ourselves or damage the earth. You're right. You're really right, because that's what my plants tells me too. And they say many humans do not understand, or they are making things up. Greetings, Michelle. Don't say, sweetheart. I'm honored that you're here. Thank you. As I will always say, hi. But yes, you're right. Because when I asked Orba, the same thing too. She says there's many of us out there. Some are hiding good. But they say people are starting to climb mountains, climb rocks, and they're coming into their caves. So she tells me if they only stay lower than, but many go into the forest. So, and once you go into the forest and you are trying to get in their area, and it's called territorial, and they get upset because you're there. But we all have to understand that we're not here to harm them or anything, Oh, let's welcome Mike. Hi. Thank you.
Hi.
Greetings.
How y'all doing?
How are you? Good.
I'm doing good. Good.
And how is your weather?
Cold. Yeah, I think it's 6 degrees right now.
We're at 42 degrees here.
Yeah. Well, it's cold out there. It's definitely cold.
Yes, it has. So, what investigations have you been doing?
What's that?
What? Oh, let me back up. What? How did you become interested in the Satangas, Bigfoot, Star People, aliens?
Well, Bigfoot kind of just I think he wanted to meet with me. Now that I know they're more spiritual and all that now, knowing what they are as humans. Uh, but I think that he really wanted to meet with me. I don't know why yet. I haven't 100% figured it out. But
Okay.
I really don't know. I don't know if it's because I am a really high energy guy, like, and I ain't scared to speak my mind. I don't know if that's part of it. I don't, you know. There's a lot to it. I can't really explain. Like a lot of times with them, if I'm not out there with them, around them, I don't think of anything they're talking about either. You know what I mean? It's just in my head. Sitting at the house, I really don't get like downloads. I guess I don't know what to say it, how to say it. You know what I mean? Like
Be you.
what's that?
Be you yourself. Be
Yeah.
yourself. When you're out there and you feel not just in your mind, but in your heart, your gut, they will tell you they're there. You can actually feel, you'll get chills.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, I can
tell
feel
them.
them. I mean, like, I know their energy. Like I can feel it. It's like almost electrical charge. Like it's a real powerful feeling. And
I agree.
I've been kind of doing other things in the woods a little bit more of trying to do vibration rising, I guess, like singing, chanting, I guess, if you want to call it a chant or whatever. But if it brings your vibration up, and they will, kind of show up more. It seems like
Yeah.
they like it. I don't, you know what I mean? It's like the more goofy you are, the more they like it.
They love. They love music.
Yeah.
Even the aggressive ones, because they're so interested. But as you think of it too, as you're walking to them, it's boom, 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 boom. When
Yeah.
you're walking, they can feel the vibration from your body on Mother Earth. They can tell if you're a good person, a bad person, or if you're here to harm them, you know.
Yeah. Well, I
Sometimes,
went through that. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
at times they'll cross you, and you would not even know that they did, but you felt that something heavy was just right in front of you because your chest gets like tight, or like you're having a panic attack.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometimes it gets stressful, but you have to always stay calm. Even you're excited, the excitement sends out signals which they
Mm-hmm.
feel, and to them it's vibrations. So, I mean,
Yeah.
if your intentions to be out there, then yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm my whole attention with them is I'm here to learn. They're the ones that's got to teach me. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's all coming from
Right.
them, all of it. And it don't some of it don't even seem like it lines up in my own head, but it's coming from somewhere. The winter it's slowed down around here because it's so cold. I think that has a lot to do with it. They're just hunkered down, or they left for a little while. You know what I mean? They're just doing their thing, or they stay in their spiritual form more. That is one thing I noticed.
You know, they do like the cold. They
Yeah.
do like
Well,
the
I
light,
mean,
but they could be that they are in a different area teaching the young, because it's also
okay, yeah.
training, it's also aiding at their arm this time.
See, that's what I think a lot of it is
Uh,
when they mess around with us. It's more training for us and them. You know what I mean? The little ones.
right. They try to teach the young what is good and what is bad because this is their living territory. And many don't
Right.
understand uh, why humans wear clothes,
Yeah.
And can you see a Satanga Bigfoot wearing a sweater and pants or just a shirt walking like that? No,
Well, with all
I
with
can't
all the
see it.
AI, we'll see it here before too long. I tell you that.
That I don't like.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but it's crazy with it.
It,
No, I
yeah, it gives
there.
them
I mean, there's just so
lifts people's spirit. So, what
yeah.
made you become interested in a Bigfoot?
Like I said, they did kind of like it was only just last year, at the beginning of last year, pretty much at the right after Christmas. And they were here at like 4 o'clock. They knew I was coming in and out because I had a new dog, so they knew I was doing that, like a routine. And they waited until I went outside with the dogs. You know what I mean? Like they're not. At first, when I first started all this stuff, is like everybody else thinks about how they're a primate or something, or even a caveman or something. But I think they're even more than that. They're way above us. They're more than us. I don't, it's just, I don't know. I haven't found all the answers, and everything I say, I want it to be truthful. You know, I don't want no lies coming from me. It might not sound right, but it's truthful from my head. You know, what I mean, I'm not making it up. It's true. Uh, so
It's good to interact if you can, but do it with a calm tone because if you're
right.
being loud, then they think you're being aggressive.
Well, that's what I was kind of
But
experimenting with.
um,
With
just
the delays killing me.
go ahead.
um. Yeah, the energy. I was playing with it, figuring out which ones they do better with. Because I'm a very emotional guy. So I can control my emotions pretty good. Like, but I can also flare up my anger really fast too. So I played with that too, just to see what type of energies they would interact with. And they used all the energies to come forth, but I would have a different feeling of energy I would get in return. You know what I mean? Like not like a bad feeling because I've never had a bad interaction with them yet, not one. Uh, I've never had any type of negative nothing with them. Now I felt disappointment in them sometimes. Like I felt like a different. It was more like this guy's taking forever to learn stuff. Like I felt that energy. Uh, I've been zapped a few times because I've wandered in areas I shouldn't have been. You know, I'm learning. I'm learning very slow. Uh,
Yes. Someone had once told me they didn't believe in it, but yet they loved going into the forest, and they kept feeling many things, different smells, and under, don't understand why are the structures there. So, do
mhm.
you have structures? Do you know what the
Yeah, we
structures mean?
well, I have a theory on a lot of them. Doesn't mean they haven't told me anything that's 100% in my head. Uh, what comes to me when I see them when I'm walking in the woods and stuff, a lot of it is a pre-made structures for future reference, not for the now. It's for later. It's always for later. Everything they do is like a predetermined for next day, next day, next day. They're always advanced. They're always ahead of us, no matter what, even know what we're thinking of. Like the hoops is structures, energy fields, And not like an energy field that you can go cook a bag of popcorn in. It's nothing like that. It's more of
Right.
a grounding energy. But that's just it's more of like a boundary. I mean, that's just their thing. They, I
Uh,
don't have. I'm sorry. What?
go continue. It's okay.
Okay. Like the teepee structures, I do have semi teepee structures. I don't have like Pacific Coast and stuff like they're like boom, real good teepees. I don't have that. I have more of more of a pile structure. It's a structure, but they make it look like it's just brush pile. They're very good at hiding it.
Uh-huh.
And it don't look like a regular structure, but they do symbols here. They do glyphs. They do stick structures, hangs off different things, off different trees. They interweave it. Like if they want to point, like make an arrow, they'll take a stick and break it off the tree and then weave it in like a Y, and it'll come out to a point and just be dangling on its own thing. So that's an arrow. I mean, it's just little things that they're teaching slowly to me. But they have been very gentle with me. Like I've never had a mean encounter. Like I don't know if it's important for them to get me to be a loudmouth for them, uh, and help just get their word out mainly because they don't want to be bothered, but they want to be known. If
They are very private, but
yes,
many humans come around and we share the same land with them.
mm-hmm,
You know, I have been told from my elders that they are the guardian angels for Mother Earth, that our Father, the Creator, sent them, but they have immune with other humans and relatives. Now, we have a tribal that honors them completely,
mm-hmm,
and that goes from either directions. So we get a lot of information from this tribe that tells us, we have spoken, and they say things from many different areas, which means states. They're coming out due to humans wanting to shoot or trying to catch. And of
mm-hmm,
course, that's the government, and they don't like it.
right,
Again, other people say that why are they traveling with a dog? Now, the dogman is not always on fours. He stands.
yeah,
It's just as a Sangha Bigfoot, they get on all fours too because they want you to think either it's a bear or a grizzly or something. So this is why many people from distance, they always, oh, I think that's a bear. But once it
mm-hmm,
goes for a certain length, then they got to stand up. So do
yep.
your clan your or the Bigfoots in your area, do they hide, or do they blend with the tree, cloak into the tree, or do they try to
They can they can
vibrate?
do they can do it all, every bit of it.
Yeah.
Everything. They can cloak, they can blend, they can shimmer, and there's different stages of that. Uh, they
Yes.
can be standing there in full blown sight. Now they haven't. The closest I've ever had them was they showed me their baby because I think that's one of the reasons why they made sure they told me they was going to be there because she was so close to giving birth, and I think that's the reason why they stayed. Be honestly, I just happened to be a pawn in their world, and they said, okay, we got to introduce ourselves if you're going to stand here and scream out back. You know what I mean? Uh, so
Yeah.
when when she, but they showed me the baby, and it was beautiful, like a full stand on. He was proud. the best way I can explain it and not sound funny, but it's like uh uncle or what was his name? The doorkeep for the Adams family, Lurch
Lurch.
and Chewbacca had a baby. Yeah, them two. If them two had a baby, that's what he looked like. He had a chiseled jaw. He had not a flat nose, but a nose kind of like mine, a little fatter. But he had a little deeper eyebrow, really stuck out a little bit, and his hair was like a red tint mohawk. And he was proud. He had a chest on him. He stood there just proud. But he was tiny. I thought they would have a bigger baby. No, they're just like our babies. They're tiny, very little.
They have babies just like the females, us females, and also to the once the baby for us for 6 months, their babies are already like for a 2-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, they're big. They're big for what? Yeah.
They grow very rapid. You know those stand-up dolls? That's how they're born. And everybody had asked me, and I said,
yeah,
one of these days I'll tell you. But yes, there are like that. When if they're in your backyard or in the surrounding of your home, they're letting you know, and you would hear them announce that one is born.
Yeah.
You'll hear the howling of it, just like how werewolf howl, like the same thing. They do it's called a celebration.
Yeah, we heard it. Yeah.
It's very.
We heard it. Then we heard the babies.
Very, very touching.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It wasn't like I don't want to say it was like I was not shocked on their intelligence because it made sense. No one knows or anything about them. It's, I mean, they're so smart. Like it makes sense now. Like when I first started, I'm like, it don't make no sense. Why can't people get this? But they wanted me to have everything. They give me everything. When I first started, they give me a handmade bird out of clay. You want to see it? I'll grab it real quick. Want to see it?
Sure. Yeah. I'd be honored to look at it.
Yeah, this is. They put it in the. See how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my dog was chewing on it. Yeah, has two. I mean, my dog was chewing on it, and I was like, "Give me that before you break your teeth." And I didn't realize what it was. I took it in and was washing it and all that stuff. And then when it finally hit me, I went outside. I raised my hands. I cried a little bit. Like it was the best present I ever had in my life. But I just figured that was like a.
Always be honored. Be honored.
I was. Yeah, I was cried and everything. I was 100%. Still am. I know it's a gift that they're giving me. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't have to share nothing with me.
Correct. Yeah. They will. If they know that you're not trying to harm them and that you're allowing them to continue to do what they do, they'll protect you also. That what they'll
that's
do
like
is
well, that's like when I was giving them a lot of food through the summer and the rainy season, all that stuff. A lot of times they would eat the food. They didn't. I mean, they would eat what they wanted. They never ate everything. They just didn't care. They just picked what they wanted. Now the what they wanted the most was dry tinder, like dry fire starter. That's what they wanted the most from me through the rainy season. And I think it was because when she had her baby, they wanted to, I don't know if to keep it warm or if to make tinctures. Because what I give them wasn't enough to make a bonfire or nothing, but it was enough to make an amber, a smolder amber it can make. And they loved it. I did that for 2-3 months.
You you know
Oh,
they I have been asked many questions. Can they start a fire?
mhm.
Yes, they can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
They have tools and
they
everything.
will do it. Yes, they do it just like the old-fashioned way: a stone,
Mhm.
dry weed, and 2 sticks. Or if they have the true
Yep.
rocks down, they will clap them, and that will start. They do know how to do
Mhm.
that. They do know how to make structures for coverage. They also
I
they
no.
will take the older ones and teach how to survive, which isn't very, very important.
Mhm. See, I know they have.
Let me
I
ask you
think.
this: do you
Mhm.
have a
Go
dogma?
ahead. I think I
Does
do, but it's a mellow one. He don't seem to mind anything because he's constantly fed here because we have a industrial chicken farm,
Mhm,
and it's
mhm.
always has dead animals here for him. So the food source is here in plentiful for everybody, and I don't think there's a conflict that way.
Good,
But
because
I don't really know.
they do send them out when
Mm.
they're feel that it's a comfort home, a comfort area, and it's your backyard. They will have one Bigfoot, one Satanga, and one Dogman to watch the corners of your perimeter of your home in
Yeah.
case if
Well, that's what
anything
happened.
comes lurking.
Well, that's what happened the
So
first
they
night they
will.
introduced herself to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a
Uh,
they snapped 2 twigs and then a big slam up behind me. There's a church, three stage around me. That's the first night it happened was like that. So they was making sure I knew that they were there 100%. There was no getting around it.
okay. Hey, I'm putting it together. That's what I'm
Oh,
doing,
that's gonna be
talking
nice.
and sewing. Yeah, this is all
Yeah.
my sister. So I told her I was going to make something for me to always keep her. Well, I do. I always do have. I have plenty of memories. Sometimes even this old woman wishes, can I have a vision of you here, like Mama Rainfeather, my mother. I guess because I have blocked her death, and it's
Mm.
still hard for me to try to see her. But I always
Well,
call her. So. And now everyone
yeah.
tells me too, she's here. You just don't want to open your eyes. Does your family understand? Your children or your
Yeah.
partner, do
My
they understand?
yeah. My wife. She's seen them through the windows. She's never really went out and actually done anything with them. She don't want nothing to do with them really. Not that she's scared of them. She just minding her own business. Uh, my son, he lives it
Yes.
somewhere else, so he does his own thing. It's mainly just my project of just trying to be better friends as neighbors. I know that if I could live their way of life, just peacefulness, that's the goal. That's the goal
You
of it.
know, that is all they want actually.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
is for you to have peace and not to start many problems.
Well, that's what confused me about them getting a hold of me actually, and like saying, "Hey, man, it's going to be okay," you know, because was never a calm person, never. I've always been radical. Uh, I'm more of I get just do it and worry about the consequences later. Um, and I'm learning that's not
I
the way
get
to
that.
be, you know. Yeah, I'm very.
No,
Yeah, I don't know. My dad said I always led with my head, you know, go head strong, you know. But
you do
I don't
have a
know. There's been
strong. You have a strong mind. Um, I even believe that your clan tells you to calm down, to speak,
they do.
but calm down because
Yeah.
you're very rapid. So if you breathe
Well, yeah.
and try, and I know the excitement of it. The excitement
Yeah.
is, hey, I get like that with Orba, but I have to learn. I have taught myself if I calm my breathing, my excitement, she'll start
Hmm.
communicating more. So it's important that you stay calm. Keep your mind open, but calm.
Right.
That
Yeah.
way you can feel the vibration of what they're trying to speak to you about. And some will do either signing and talk to you, or they'll speak and
Now.
sign like I do with, because I do that all the time with all of them.
Hmm. Yeah, they have. I
Because
mean, like I said, they
many of
haven't
them,
fully. Yeah, I would love to have a full blown on conversation with them. I think they're just now starting to like actually show me 100% themselves. Like, uh, because as humans, we're so spatic, we might have a heart attack. You know what I mean? They're just they're beautiful in their way. It's so beautiful. It's just we look at beauty different.
they correct. And this is what I say every time any investigation goes on for investigator, you need to keep an open mind,
Mm-hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
quiet heartbeat, and
Yes.
listen.
Well, they tell
The
me when
eyes
I go in
can
the
blind
woods.
you sometimes
Well, like I said, they'll tell me
because they
if they
can't
want me
direct
around
you.
or not. Yeah, they'll tell me
Yeah,
either you come in or don't. They'll just say no, not today. Go on about your day, and you'll feel that like, nah, I'm not going in
yeah.
there today. And that's not a negative thing.
They
That's just them saying,
correct. No, it's the
mm-hmm.
vibrations they're you're feeling off, and that's what's teaching you.
Yes,
Um, they don't like it when you bring someone in. As I always tell everyone, even you have a friend over and you're bringing that friend, to show around your area, always
mm-hmm.
say, I am bringing a guest.
Right,
Because sometimes they'll send out hard vibe, right, or hard vibrations, and then
right,
that can give you a headache. But all those are signs too to say, hey, you know, who is this person? Do you trust this person? So
right,
it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna have a guest come in and they're gonna go around. Okay, if they can feel the intentions in them, they'll tell you yes or no,
oh, yeah,
either
they
to
will.
show them or not. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
That's for
like
any.
I'm just now right. Yeah, I'm just now learning about the energy, like it's full on energy. You know, like I'm just now learning, and it's so much to learn.
You're gonna continue to learn some more. Um, those who are willing to understand about the Satangas, the Bigfoots, it's just like bringing a hyper child. You have to learn to be patient
Right.
because if they'll show themselves to you, then you should be honored because sometimes it
Yeah.
takes years for them to really, really trust you. A lot of
Well,
times also, Orba, like when I've been hurting really bad lately. She'll
yeah,
come and she'll put her hands on me like this, and the deep healing heat and vibration from that, it's very, very strong, and I get bruised. I'm sure
yeah,
there's been times where you see, and it's like their fingers are like three of ours
yeah. They're huge. Their hands
because their
huge. It's
hands
huge.
are
Yeah.
their hand, one of maybe a little bit more. This is one hand.
Oh, oh yeah.
And
Well, I
even the
have a
same
shirt.
thing with the juveniles. Their hands are bigger than ours.
Well, I
They're
got.
not the same as.
Like I said, when all this started, like they dumped it to me. They gave me everything because I was like, man, I got to figure this out. And maybe I'm such a spastic guy. They wanted to control my. All right, either we need to get this dude under control, or he's gonna give us away, or you know what I mean. And that's why they was dumping so much to me because I wasn't scared. I needed to know. Like I needed to know. You know. Uh, so I think they just dumped it on me. Said we're staying here. This is what we are. We love you. You know, and from then on out, it's been great because I took my shirt up there. I wanted to get my scent on the ground so that, I don't know why, but I just wanted I want them to know me is what my thought was. And he put his handprint on it and it was an extra large shirt and it took up the whole back of the shirt, his hand.
Yeah.
Like it was like, so I know how big their hands and then like I got the baby because as soon as they come out, they hit the ground running. They're good to go. Like they're
Yeah.
they're just gone. Well, he climbed around the house and was messing around the house, and I thought it was rats out there because we live by the creek. And so I sicked the dogs on him. Oh, I felt so bad, but they have abilities from the very beginning. Like because the dogs went out there, started sniffing around where all the noises was. Well, he was doing a spider like push off the wall from the RV in the camper thing, and they couldn't see him. He was like fully cloaked right off from the rip. They just couldn't see
Yeah.
him, couldn't smell him, couldn't find him. So I know for a fact they can do that from birth.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is true. I've been telling many, many, many channels, the ones that want to and learn to investigate or have investigate, they have the ability, even when they're in their mother's womb. She's telling them all what
oh
is
yeah,
coming
yeah.
and what you should learn. So, um, many of
Well,
us
that's
relatives, we put out. I'm sorry.
well they from not
Put
to interrupt
out.
or anything, but
It's okay. Go right ahead. You're
it's
excited.
well
I'm honored.
all I want to say is from birth they've been passed down generation knowledge from birth. We have to be taught all our knowledge. So they already have one leg up, and then they're getting taught hands-on knowledge once they're here. So it's a double win for them. We're losing. That's all. That's all.
You're right. You're very, very right, because this is how they have been for million of years,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
from us learning, for me learning to them and teaching me what is more important for our heart and mind. And they
Mm-hmm.
say all body covers this herb, this plant.
Right.
They'll tell me what's really to drink. So you have to have your mind put all issues that whatever it is, because you have to have a calm and open mind to feel them, to understand them. Because once your mind it goes through your body.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And this is how they speak to you and I. So we have to listen, and they'll say, "You ready? Listen, watch." and then they'll start, and you'll feel the vibration from them. And like they'll tell us, you know, you need to wait because your
Mm-hmm.
heart is not healing. So, but it's important to really scout around the home and make sure things are right. But you also
Mm-hmm.
have to tell them too, Toro, man,
The only,
here, you there.
mhm. Well, the
Can
only
they
time I
respect
actually,
you telling?
well, they
Go ahead.
do, and I
I'm done.
noticed that. The only time I told them no was we went for a 4th of July party or something. We left the house, and the dogs were in here doing their thing. Well, when we got back, they must have tormented the dogs just by playing with them because they stuck their arm through the door and there was hair and everything stuck there. Well, it scared the dogs bad enough they had accidents in the house, and that was the only time I told them, hey, don't do that. Don't pick on the dogs. There's no reason for all that. And then after that, it was fine. They don't do the knocking. They don't scratch on the door. They don't do any of that stuff. They respect my spot. I respect theirs. But I think it has a lot to do with if you go stomping in the woods every day too. That's their home.
Right. That's why they don't like trash. They don't.
Right.
Sometimes they'll pick up the trash. They'll have the young ones pick it up and push it towards more where humans can see it. Pam says, much respect, Mike. Love your energy and the path you have in place for share the knowledge with the Sangas, the Bigfoots.
Well, if I learn anything, I'll
Grammy
definitely
says,
say
I
it.
like more people that aren't afraid to show the light of the outside. Hi. That is very, very true. Boundaries are important as well. Yes, very, very important.
Well,
We
I
all
overstepped
need
my.
to stop being afraid to the. You overstep your boundaries with them.
I did one time, and I think this was a different clan. I think they live more close to each other than what a lot of people don't don't understand. But the one I went and overstepped my boundaries to, I took food to the mother and a baby, and it wasn't the family. I thought it was the same family, but it wasn't. Well, the father next day showed up to the house cloaked, which was he was in the field, but he was cloaked. He made sure that I could see him. Like I went back in and got the camera and everything, come back out, took a picture of him, and then he went into the woods, snapped big branches off, and did a oh like a grunt. And I said, "Whoa, what's wrong, Hohen? You need." Yeah, and I call him Hohen because that's my friend. That's just a name I like to call him as a friend. I don't know their name, so I just call him friend. And I yelled out to him a couple times,
They'll
no
tell
more
you their
sticks,
name.
breaks, and everything.
Ask them.
I figured when it's time, yes. I figured when they're ready to tell me, they'll tell me. Um, but I thought it was them, and it wasn't. It was a different clan altogether.
Ask them.
Well, right now they're doing their thing. Like
Don't be
they're
afraid.
not doing. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing really. I can't vouch for them. I know they're here. I feel their energy, but they're not taking no food. Not doing any of that anymore. They're just chilling. You know. When I go in the woods, I can feel their energy.
It's
Every once
not.
in a while, what's that?
It's not their time. It's not the time. When do you feed
Right.
them every day or once a week?
Well,
How
when
often do you feed them?
when they were here, I was feeding them every day for 7 months, 8 months straight. I never stopped. And well, hang on, I wanted to find out if they was going to get angry with me. They told me to stop feeding them. They told me to stop feeding them. So I think the elders stepped in and said, "Hey guys, it's okay to use these silly little humans, but don't take advantage of them." And that's what it was. It was just the teenagers and kids coming around, and I was just living it up. I was learning. Here, you want cake? I'll give you cake. You want foot by the foot? Whatever you want. peanut butter, chocolate, pink salmon, ding dongs, ho hos, everything, bread, everything.
You know, pink salmon, peanut butter, chocolate, those are quite a high protein for them, and they love it. But
Well, then I switched to
feeding them,
regular peanuts too. I was going through 50-pound bags of peanuts.
people say they don't eat peanuts. There's some Satanga, some Bigfoots, they do. They eat
Yeah.
peanuts. They'll eat dry fruit. Because they take the bark off. They can use it as jerky. They can use it as medicine, and like a nicotine, chew. They do the same thing with the bark.
I didn't hear you. You're cutting in and out.
The bark.
Well, I know they chew on. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I know they chew on some bark because they did. Well, they took a sassafras tree and they were chewing it like bubble gum, and they were leaving them in wads on like where we was doing our writing together, and it was leaving that like a gift. I was taking it as a gift, and I was putting them in the freezer. I got them in the freezer now. Like, so like they give me beans. They give me some type of beans that the internet don't know what they are. I asked 4 different farmers, and they don't know what they are. They think they're a jack and a beanstalk, a silky bean, some type of strain, a kidney bean, but they don't know what they are. No one knows what they are. I grew them last year just to see what they are, and I'm going to grow them again this year because they didn't kill me. I ate a couple of them. So, yeah,
that's what they eat.
They give me the beans, and then that's what I figured. I figured they wanted those.
Yeah. But feeding them every day.
So I'm going to grow those for them. Well, I don't think I have to. I'm sorry.
Because they eat. That's okay. Human food is like when it becomes their elders believe that they shouldn't be fed every day.
Right, and I got that now.
And it should be maybe like twice a month. But if you feed them more, then they get mad and they'll move on. Because you're not supposed to, the human is not supposed to control them. See, that's what they think.
Right. Well, that's why I stopped. I was like, I stopped immediately.
Sometimes they'll tell you, and they'll say no. And it's usually the older juveniles will take it and then bring it, and then they like reprimanding, you did wrong. You're not supposed to do that. You realize. That's what an elder tell them, because if you have a big clan, say of 10, and there's 4 females, now mind you, they will mate everyone it's necessary at that time, and then teaching them that older juvenile to know it's okay to do that, to go to bring food to eat, even you're trying to share. No, you got to learn how to live off mother land, because this is what this is our home. We're guests, and this is what they try to tell them all.
Right.
Sometimes, like I got an email saying, "Well, how can they travel? Can they travel in?" Excuse me. They okay. They will travel through the creek, so that way you don't know that some will just do it on the land. But when an elder tells them, water source, you walk so they don't know. And it could be because another clan is coming in and they're not migrating right. So it gets fiction. Like say you have someone trying to move into your area, your land. You're going to be upset, right? You're going to go and tell them, no, you need to, this is my property. You need to move. That's the same thing.
Well, that's the whole reason why I want to. Yeah, I want to get. I just want to get the language barrier down, not to teach people, but just mainly just so get the barrier done. You know, because you can try to teach people. It's up to them to learn. You know, but you got to believe in it all before it ain't gonna happen. You know, so I'm mainly just letting them teach me what I need to know. I'm hoping. I'm not hoping. I know it's going somewhere. I just don't know where yet. You know.
Okay. They will.
Definitely, it's going somewhere.
If you speak with them physically and allowing when you're speaking and it's in your mind as you're speaking, they can feel it and they'll answer you back. You can ask them,
on the mind,
what is it that I need to do? Or there's something I'm doing.
Well, on my mind before I started all this, before they actually introduced me to themselves, it seems like I would always have I was always a scattered brain, so it was like I was always having day visions or fantasy, or they would call it I could see things, or I was guessing at things all the time, or I'd have a lot of future visions. You know, it was just weird. It was like I knew what was going to happen before it happened all the time. And after I met these guys, and my mind, I don't know if it was the mushrooms they give me, because they give me a certain type of mushroom too. It was a dead man's fingers. It was called a dead man's hand or dead man's fingers. Yeah. Well, I ate some of them. Yeah. Well, I ate one of them. And after that, and with them, I guess, helping me, my scattered brain, I couldn't do it no more. I couldn't lay down and have that vision. I could not. So I think they focused my brain so I could just hear them. It's weird now. It's different.
Does the dog man speak with you?
Nope.
Do you don't hear him? You just hear the Bigfoot?
I don't even hear them. It's just a thought placement. It's like, well, if I'm in the woods, I know the answer to what I'm looking at. I just know. I don't know why, but I just know. It's always like that. Even when, like if they're on the other side of the hill, like 2-3 miles over there, I can see them. I can feel them. I know he's right there. You know what I mean? It's just, it's weird how it works.
Do you know that birds, squirrels, they can snitch when a human's coming?
They have crows.
They can tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, they have crows.
They speak with them.
Yeah, the birds. They put ashes underneath their wings. That's how I know it's their birds. I call him Two Stripe, the black crow, but he has 2 ashes on each wing. He's the leader of the crows. I don't know how I know this stuff, but I do.
A lot of people don't understand that crows are not evil as some think they are, but they're messengers, and just as well as relatives use message that way, and so does them. Let's see. Oh, that's for Robert. There we go. Pamela says that may be the way they are communicating with you, Mike. And Clary knows as a gift. you know, as I've been telling everyone many times, um, hummingbirds, dragonflies, birds, dropping feathers, dropping feathers in front of you. It is an honor, that it means honor of a message. And sometimes it can redirect you on certain ways, so that way you can have an understanding going on with them.
Right.
I do know that many times the dog man are told to bring a feather for that person. And that means a message, a deep message when they do that. I love,
What type of?
my back is flat. It says, I love crows and ravens. They are spirit animals. Yes. They are the messengers of Mother Earth and the Creator.
Yep. Well,
So how long have you communicated?
I'm sorry, what's that?
How long have you had this communication?
About 1 year now. Exactly 1 year now. And like I said, it all, I got scared. I really did. I got really scared at first because it was coming so fast. Because everybody I've started looking into said it takes years for them to trust you and years for you to see anything and years and this and that. And everything they say is like, well, am I going to die tomorrow or something? Like, what the, this is my final gift? What the, I just didn't know, it was,
Yes.
it's crazy.
The same thing with me, like with Orba. Rehak, the chief, he was telling Berka, what me. He goes, listen, let me close the door, please. Hold on.
Okay.
I have a visitor.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm gonna go grab my little hand. I'll be right back.
Yeah, what's one name for that?
I took my chance to get out and get something real fast.
Oh.
I'll hold that up there.
My door.
See, there's the baby's handprint.
Wide open. My husband's standing here and
If you guys can see that on there.
looking. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the little baby
Print.
That's the little guy's handprint. Yeah. That was the little, I don't know if we can, I can't get it any closer. Yeah, it has dermal ridges and everything. That was the one that where I sicked my dogs on him. That's where he's standing. We didn't see him. So
wow,
they can do some amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And like they just take everything as a joke. There's just nothing serious to them really. They don't get too upset really. You really got to do something bad.
Yeah, they don't. You have a calm clan, but you do have another clan that merged in, and they're a clan of. Oh, I see. You have 12. 12. I see.
Yeah, there's a bunch here.
There's a total 12.
There's a bunch here. Yeah. I know there is. There's a lot. Because I'm not saying I'm a good woods guy, but I know when stuff don't look right, and then you'll get different patterns. So it has to be a whole different person making that pattern. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. Like it's just another person making this one. There's another person making this one, and you can just see it. It's like signatures.
Yeah, they will come to you and speak with you, and they find trust with you. So
right. Well, I know I'm a hard soul to judge because I'm such a nervous energy. I understand that. But I know I'm a good person. You know, what I mean, I don't ever try to harm anybody. It's just I got a nervous soul. You know, it's very radical.
Hmm. You had a hard upcoming though.
I know
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
happens.
Um. Just be careful with them with this new clan though. I believe their leader is trying to let them know your main man there, your leader. He's the one that's letting them know who you are. So, but make sure the dogs don't go on the left side for a
Okay.
couple days because that's where some of them run around that you're not used to. So
Right.
just be careful with
And
your
I
dog.
thought that because well, that energy over there is stronger. So I don't. It's just a different energy. I do know that.
It, yeah,
I
it's
I
they're
don't
not
go over there because that's a different.
they haven't adapted
What's
quite
that?
yet. They haven't adapted yet with the other clan completely, so it can be smooth. Um, there is destruction. That's the best way I can say. Hardship with them right now. They're trying to get it where they can be together. So give them time.
Okay.
But when you do feed them, you need to leave them an offering, but you have to give instructions. Do you know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I would just put it
I
up there
believe
for
they'll.
everybody.
Yeah, I know you do, but this
And
clan here is not used.
okay, because I've heard them fight and everything up there. I just didn't. I just thought it was just the little ones fighting over something.
No,
Okay.
no, it's the adults. The adults. They're trying to communicate and um, understand that they need to come together on the land.
Right. Right.
But it
Well,
will
I
get the.
figured it's just started. Like I said, it's only been a year, and it's almost overwhelming at first, but now it's calmed down to where I feel more of a comfort with them. I don't do anything like I used to do in the woods. I used to thought, we owned it. We do whatever we want. We just go cut trees, do whatever. I don't do any of that stuff no more. I respect the woods. I've always respected it. I just never, not this much. You know what I mean? Like it's their house. I don't want to go wipe my feet on their carpet.
Yes. Tara's saying, Mama, can you finish your story about time of the chief was telling you? Um, Red Hawk Chief was telling me that my my spirit inside me, how it has already been spoken for, which was also Tongass, because Orba connected with me. And at first it was like maybe 70 yards. And over in time, he told me when he was teaching me the path of many different prints, what is what is me as a bear, and how to read what print of the claw from a star person to a bear to a moose to an it to a rake to a
Hmm.
wingalow, um, and to this other creature which we still are very confused about, that's almost like an it, but the it's like a heel of a human, and toes that with longer fangs. That's the only way I can. But every time I went into the forest, Orville would be watching. He told me, "You have been marked already before you were born." There are some that are marked because they have known that you are the one, the spirit to go with and speak to many on Mother Earth land. So here I understood why they're here.
Mhm.
Then as I got older, I went to go put a fish on a stump, and I backed off like 20 feet away, sat there, and I told her, "I can hear you. Come, let's eat." She didn't come as close. She told me, "Move." So I moved back more, and then I sat down, closed my eyes. I had took my moccasins off, and I sat there on Mother Earth on the ground and meditate so I can understand her. And then since then, she has always been my right, my left, my front, and my back. She is the one that taught me every other clan that come for family. So she's actually here. There's a few people already asked me, "Is she behind you? Is she here visiting?" Yes, she's here. She stays in our shed. She's 10 foot. She has a size of a 16, 15 foot. She's reddish dark brown, and she has one white spot. She's very built like a man, like I am. I have big shoulders, and I'm tall. Was 5'9", 5'8.5" now, and I have the size of a 9.5. And I'm very boyish, always have been. Like I did bareback horse riding, bareback racing. She saw from the distance. When we have powwows, we have the jingo dress. She'd be watching from the distance. Went from home to Blackfoot Res to here to California. She travels. She tells me how they all travel. And then you see them. I feel I can tell when she's coming. She's been with other states with me. She'll tell me other Bigfoots fight, other Bigfoots come to other states to come and get female. She gives me many information. She tells me when snow's coming, rain is coming. This is where I get my information, and I tell her I'm going to share with humans. And she says, "Okay." Right. So this is how I know. Like... Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Well, I was just saying that's how my clan let me. You keep interrupting.
That's good. That's okay. No. It's fine. And it's good. At least they're showing. They might be half cloaked or full form.
It just depends. Like I have it all on my YouTube channel. I have it all out there. If you go to the short videos, did you see the faces in the tree? That's a half cloak, I'd say.
Yes, that is.
And then, the full on showing was the ones up in the field. They were so far away. I think that's the only time they'll really do that. So they ain't scary because they're so massive.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I don't know. They're amazing. That's all I know. They're just they do what they want to do.
Yes. I mean, we're in their home. We're in their
Yes.
area, and we have to learn to share. I will say this: you got to remember, you can only give so much information. The rest you have to keep to yourself privately, because what they teach
Yeah,
you
I'm
is
learning
what they
that.
told. You can't just go,
Yeah, I'm
oh yeah,
learning.
this. Then you're gonna lose that trust. Once you lose that
Hmm.
trust, though, you're blinded.
Right.
So
Well, like
keep.
when I started defeating I didn't want to. I didn't know how to do it really, so I told him I'll bring you food every day until you don't want it no more. And then it was a half a month before bow season and gun season started, and then that they told me right then and there they don't want no more food, and that's when they left. They just kind of dipped out and stayed hid a little better. Is what they did. They just stayed hid a little bit more, but they've been here. It's just
They come um, when other humans are not around, because
hmm
though the smell, they can tell when they're coming with guns. So they'll go and hide. And believe
yeah.
me, uh, they hide very well in your area, because I
hmm
can't pick up where they're hiding. But
Yeah, they're good. They're
I
real
can
good.
see I can see the other clan still trying to collaborate with the main leader. So that's probably why you're hearing a lot of her, her,
Yeah,
trying to make
yeah.
pictures for
It's a different.
sunset.
It's not a. Yeah. It's just a day at a time. That's all I can do. I mean, when they give me something, I share it, and if it's something I know I should keep, I keep to myself. There is things I do
Yes.
keep to myself.
Ask permission if you can share. Always ask permission. You ask more permission from them, they'll teach you more, because then you're loyal
Hmm.
to them. And if you've been, it's just like taking pictures. Do you mind I take a picture? If you're in it, that blesses me. If not, I understand. Some will say
You see.
okay, they enjoy
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
But it's important to give permission, either mind wise,
Yep.
spiritual wise, and speaking wise.
Yeah, I asked them. I do better learning, and I think they know this that we're so reliant on our electronics that they don't really mind electronics because they can control electronics 100%. They can manipulate any electronics that we have. That's a fact.
Yes, I've
So
said that many times.
I yes, that's 100% true. I asked them if I could use my phone to help me learn, and that's exactly what I asked them. And since I asked them that, they quit erasing my stuff. They were like deleting the phone. They were doing all sorts of stuff. I was like, I don't I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they
But
will
after I
do.
asked them, they quit.
Yeah. See, because they'll tell you you need to ask permission. Now,
Yeah.
if you have other activities like the star people, the aliens there, they'll because I know now this past 8 years they've been trying to communicate understanding.
Hmm.
Again, there have been trying to speak to human satangas and other creatures amongst the whole
Hmm.
Mother Earth.
Yeah.
But some of there's
Yeah.
too much frequency, and sometimes their frequency is higher than the satangas and the Bigfoots. and many people keep thinking that it's them, the Bigfoots. No, it's the star people because they have higher frequencies than the Bigfoots.
Mhm.
But the Bigfoot,
No, I
there are
have.
some. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Go. Well, all I was going to say was I have seen the aliens. I guess if you want to call them an alien, around since my consciousness has been opened up. I don't know if that opened a doorway for me to acknowledge them more, or if they
Can
just
be.
happen to be here.
It can be because they do choose humans to figure out the area, or
Mhm.
no, because it could be that you're high spirit and that you're open to understand. And this is the same thing with me. This
Right.
is why they always question me. Well, have you been picking up? Well, I haven't investigated with my colleagues in such a long time, because I kind of wing myself and just doing my own with my 4 plans. But as my husband says, you can't be traveling all the time to go investigate. I need you now, So, and then I understand that. But it
That's what I
isn't
say
for
to my wife all the time. I need your home now.
yeah. And when my husband, when Orba comes, he's like, is she here? He can, because we have cattle, a dairy rancher on the left of us, and we have one like 2 miles behind us, and we're in a U of cornfield. So the mine plant goes in the cornfield. They'll sit there, and then the rancher, he'll come and say, "Why there's always a nest in my area?" And my residents say, what is that? We have bears here now. So I'm like, you guys do this. You guys have to cloak yourself. But my
Gotta be hiding.
Orba likes to tease my husband. She'll come in the house and we're sleeping, and she goes like this to his feet, and he's like, room. It's our room. Is our room. She does, or he'll be sitting here. I think my aunt and I were at bingo, and my husband and my uncle were home, and my uncle's he sees, and he can speak English and he understands a little bit, but him and my husband, they for over years they get along, they understand each other. And Barbara was bending down going, and he's like, what's that? And my uncle's like this. Because he can see him. I mean, she's clothed, but you can see the lining. And
Yep.
And so my husband's always says, I don't mind. I know her, but I just don't care for her presence. She smells. And some they'll, if they want you to know that they're really there, their scent will come out. But they'll be like us, just walking.
Yeah, I have a few hair samples and everything that they've given me, and none of them smell. Like, they do not stink. The one smells like honeysuckle and earth. It's so sweet and it smells good. And the other one just smells more like a man smell, more of a dirty, just earth, like solid, dirty earth. Like, as a man rolling around in the dirt. But not bad. It wasn't like I wouldn't kick him out,
No. Orba has a bad order. I mean, I tell her, I said, you want me to put the shower on? She tells me no. Yes, it's a muskie. Wojo,
no,
who is also, he has a channel. He is with, what's it? Bandit Richie. I forgot now. My mind is set on something else. He's gonna gripe at me for saying it wrong. So let me correct myself. That way, maybe
Richie
he
B.
might. Yeah, Richie B. Maybe.
Them two are wild out, man. They got it though. They're right on top of it. They're right on it.
Yeah, I help them out and I give guidance to them too. And I mean, it's awesome. I really enjoy it.
Yeah,
It's called
I would love to go everywhere.
Richie B.
Yep. Yeah.
And I'm sure if
And Wojo, ain't it?
Wojo, yes.
Wojo, ain't it?
We call him Mr. Wiseman, the relatives and I.
Not to interrupt. Did you see the? Did you see their? Not to interrupt, but did you see their? The other night when they was live and he ate the space cake, Wojo? Did you see that one?
Oh,
yeah, he had a funny cake. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
He was a funny. He was all like.
I came in the chat room. I'm like, why is this so heavy?
He was heavy, all right.
And then Auntie was laughing, and she said, "Look at Wojo. Try to feel for him."
Yeah, he was ripped.
And I looked at him and said, "That's why it's heavy." Then everybody said, "Oh, Mama's here. Mama's gonna scold you." And then Rachel went ahead and said, "Yeah, he ate a brownie."
Yeah,
that's brownie. I can't feel something in here is very, very heavy. Wait, what happened?
That's
you were there?
Yep. That was a good one.
Yeah, I was kind of worried though. I mean,
I thought
there are things on Mother Earth that the Satanga tells us.
Cutting in and out. I don't know what's going on there.
I didn't hear.
You're cutting in and out. I don't.
Mike.
Lost signal there or something. You still there?
Yeah, I think it's because of the weather. Yeah, we both have.
Yeah,
I think it's your weather because aren't you they're going to be getting some more heavy snow?
Yeah, we're supposed to get another couple inches for sure and ice. So it's going to be cold for another few days here. Yeah, that's usually why I don't go on and talk. We don't have good service here. I'm sorry, what?
What state are you in? They were asking, and I didn't want to say, so you can say.
Ohio. Yeah, I'm like 35 minutes north of Salt Fork State Park.
Okay.
So that I ain't scared of anybody.
Wojo, Mr. Wiseman, who me and Auntie call some of the councils, I think he would like to interview you. He does podcasts on Tuesdays. He put out his email address if you want to take it down. Wojo, can you put it again?
Yeah, because I can't really.
Can you get a piece of paper and write it down, and I'll tell
you? Go ahead. Yep, go ahead. We're ready.
Capital W OJO 20F5@gmail.com.
Okay. I'm gonna read it back. WOJO 20 F5@gmail.
Yes, sir. And I'm sure he would love to have you on his broadcast on a Tuesday. Email him. See, I'm recruiting you to one of the sons.
What? Like I've talked on a couple people's podcasts. You know what I mean? I went on a few of them, but I don't like to sound like I'm trying to brag anything. You know what I mean? Because I'm not. And
you're not. You're
people to think I'm making up stuff. You know, I don't want people to think I'm lying. I'm not.
it's not that people think, they just don't have the mind to understand, and they're not willing to accept it. That's why. And there are
Yeah.
those who are honored to able to see and feel and be connected. So, and there's a lot of humans that don't understand that. There are some relatives too that they chose to do a blind eye, and that's okay.
Yeah.
I did not rat you out, Mama Bear Claw. Already knew off with which you told everybody before you came. Yeah, no one has to tell me anything. I already know.
She felt one of
Though,
her cups being feeling a little weird. That's all.
um, sometimes others don't understand by mistake that life can take uh, a whirlpool, and they're trying to say,
Yes.
"Well, what happened? What did I do? I'm not understanding." But it's not their fault, It doesn't matter in
Right.
what condition. But many people do have blind eyes, or is someone just barking too hard. And those who bark too hard, I'm like, I don't need that. I don't need that at all. I'm
Right.
to myself. I come on here and I explain, but yes, I have counsels and other elders contact me. Hey, someone sent me this photo. Can you? Or I said, hey, one of my sons
Mhm.
that I help out, they asking me, what is this light, or what do we see? I tell them this is what I, and those, yes, but we also see this over here, and I didn't catch that. So,
Right.
the ones that have the visions or the sighting or the hearing, we get together and we try to help certain channels. But a lot of the relatives do stay back and stay quiet
Right.
because their our native laws has only a certain amount that we're allowed to say. So, and then I have to watch
Right.
myself sometimes. And I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, I don't. I
Uh-oh.
can be
Yeah.
careful. And like my broadcast I did with the Eye of Jupiter. I mean, he tried 3 different ways
Try to get
to
one in
ask.
it.
I can't. Native laws. Sorry. I have
Hmm.
2 other people that wanted to do another interview, and they're booked. And I said, depending on my calendar, because to me, a broadcast is sharing, yes, but if I have one of my children that are going live, as yourself, say you're going live, and I'm gonna be there first before a broadcast interview,
Hmm.
because this is
Right.
how I've
Right.
always been that way. So, because I want to make sure I can do it from home, or I can present myself there. And like how I explained
Hmm.
to Richie Bojo, when I'm there and they see me on the tree, I'm going to be like a mist. And if you say, "Is this you?" I'll shake the tree branch, so the leaves can come down. Or if it's like the snow on the trees, I'll shake that, and then I'll tell you, you'll see me when I'm shaking it. And it's been that, and they have seen me. Same thing with Biggie, the Great Big Outdoors, my other son, Sangha. Um, I go there. I've been there physically there. I went last year to Michigan, and I did my call, and his whole clan and the little ones came up, and he's like, "Wow, I can't." He goes, "I can you hear them?" It's on his video. I think I have a video of it too. And I did our native call, and sure enough, I seen Scar, which is Orba's pregnant from, and she goes back and forth there to here, and then she'll go to Canada, to Alberta, Canada, where Mama Rainfeather, um, in her area, but Mama Rain Feather's no longer here anymore due to that she was murdered by the Its. And the camping area where she has her cabin. This is why I tell everybody, and I met the protection medicine bags is also they consent that you are wearing a protection and then they won't come close to you. But she did have her bag, and she's the type to want to communicate with them. And this is how I became to learn, and I learned off her in my early 30s how we try to communicate with the entities in the bad spirits, because it's very important that you know what you're surrounding and what creatures are out there. Because there are some that are just want to take you, and oh yeah, they did. They pulled her apart. The Bigfoots tried to protect her by coming out, and they were trying to cloak themselves because the cameras that were in four corners, and you could see her being dragged quick. And then the Bigfoots were throwing actually tree logs at it, but there was two of them, and they just like pulled her apart. So that whole area was on lockdown. An investigation. They took my laptop, and then a friend of mine gave me her laptop, which I use now. But all my evidence, all my pictures that when I had asked of all my clients and stuff and family powwows and all that is all on there. But it's only on now. It's up here, which I should have downloaded on USB, but it is what it is. But,
well, you can never have enough storage when you're doing this.
No.
Tell you that.
This is a storage up here is what they care. Because every memory,
that's the only thing I'm filling up too.
Yes. It is important that you do have proper communication and allowing them. It's always good to ask permission, and if you want to communicate, hey, can I speak freely? And then see what they tell you. Let's see. No cake for anyone. Stick with zingers. Well, Joe. I actually had to get off that one. Andy was too heavy for me to watch. Well, Joe. Yes, it was very heavy. Everyone enjoyed it. Yeah, they're saying that you should go on, and Walter will ask you, what is your name and how did you come about, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind talking about things. It's just like I don't want to sound like I'm bragging it up like it's like look at me, look what we're doing accomplished. I want answers, and I feel like I can't give them right now. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I feel. It's like I can give my experiences all day on my videos. That's it, but I can't give you answers.
That's all you do. You know? That's all you do. But you got to remember too, like I said, you don't want to give too much information because you have to keep those private ones to yourself. And they'll tell you too. We teach you, this is between us. Or I'm already old. Yeah. I'm 63, and Orba, she tells me, you speak freely. But there's things that I keep very sacred too. So I'm not gonna, teach and share everything all at once. And I've been doing this since 2009. But I finally came out 5 years ago or 10 years? No, 10 years ago maybe. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I don't talk about. I'm sorry.
I was telling bye to Brandy, one of the viewers.
Bye. But yeah, I don't really talk about a lot of things that like they should. Like I know I know I could go track them down. And I don't want to sound like a hunter or a tracker, but the energy that they put off to me is a gift that they're giving me. So
Right.
why would I abuse that gift? So I just won't do that.
Right. And
I
that's
know for a
good
fact I
because
could do it.
they'll let you know if they need you or want their presence, they'll let you know for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's how all clans are.
Well,
because when I go to someone's church, go ahead. I apologize.
Oh, I was going to say we're like we're like I'm just going to say this real quick. We're like chihuahuas. We're too hyper and too happy. We want it now, you know? That's what we are. We're just spastic little humans.
My aunt's over here laughing because you said chihuahua.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what we are, you know. We're spastic. We can't really do much damage either, but enough of us can.
You know what? Do you know what the Satangas call us?
Insignificant? I don't know. Squirrel? Yeah, that makes sense. Squirrel. That makes sense. Yes. You can do it pretty good too. Yeah.
Yes, girls. Oh, I know, because when I come into a new territory, like with Richie's, when I'm there, I introduce myself to their clan there, and I tell them who I am. And they say, "Oh, you're a powerful medicine woman." I said, "Yes, I'm only here to help the two men, their sons." And they say, "Okay," and it's their leader, you know, and he says, and he's sign language, not talking, he's sign language me. And I said, "I'll stay here in the tree." Okay. So, and then I'm like, but the little ones, his little ones will like throw little sticks or I'm gonna stop and it'll hit me. So I'll do it very easy because all I am is a mist. It hits, but it drops. So, and people were saying, "Well, if you're up there, does it go right through you?" I'm like, "Oh, no, it hits me and then it drops." But I mean, I had my husband's like, my body's here, and he said, "I seen you go like that." I said, "Whatever you do, don't never touch me, because there's a part I could be stuck there." Just leave me be.
Yeah.
So, but I have to ask them if when I'm not having my energy is being taken by them so much, it drains me. So I have to ask the tree or them, "Can you give me so I can come back?" Because in the transmission of coming and going, it takes a lot. So, and I'm always with the tree because the tree is what gives me the energy, the breathing to continue. So,
right. As I said, they help me out a lot with my calming down, like just focusing. Like I used to have pretty good visions. I really good actually. Like I know when we's about to have a problem with the car, or I know when something's going to happen with a family member, or it's like you got to call them now. You have to call them. There's something going to happen. Well, now I don't get that. Like I don't. They just turned it off. They're like, "No, you're good. You're good. You're settled now. You're okay." It was always like I was in a panic. Like I could never fix it. It was weird. I don't.
Well, you're a messenger, and it's not taken from you. It's still there. You just haven't concentrated enough to read or reach out. Do you know what I mean? Because usually when you get a vision, you're like, something's going to happen to my aunt, and I'm just check on her.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
The vision that will come to sometimes it's just not as rapid and sane.
Well, a lot of times I could. I don't want to say. I always said this because it was weird. Like I knew it was going to happen, but I could never benefit from my powers. Like I could help other people, but I can't benefit it from myself. I could never use the gift to help myself. It was weird. I tried. I
You
really tried.
you would never, because it's not meant to go that way. That's why.
I got it now. Yeah, yeah.
Because
So there was
when
a
I was,
lot. Like,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead.
When I,
It's like a 10.
we have so much to tell each other.
I know.
When you want to say, it's like, oh, poop. I interrupted. No, just speak. Believe me, I can multitask. I can hear and I can feel and speak. And when you're speaking, I feel and then I can hear what's going on over here. So it's all right.
Yeah, it's
You're
okay.
on my show. And how does your family deal with everything? Do they
Pretty good.
understand? Confused?
Well, I've always been weird, so that ain't nothing new to them. They're used to me doing some weird stuff. So, you know, uh, my son though, he took it pretty good. He was like, "What? You found Bigfoot?" I was like, "Yep, I sure did." He's like, "Oh, that's I don't want to talk about that right now." I'm like, "Okay." And then it was like a couple days later, he come back. He's like, "Dad, you really find Bigfoot?" I was like, "Son, why would I lie to you?" He's like, "I know you wouldn't have. I just had to make sure." I was like, "You want to meet him?" He's like, "You going to introduce me?" I was like, "Yeah, you're my son. I'm proud of you." And I was like, "And that'd mean a lot to them that I'm showing them my son. They show me their son." And he's like, "Okay." And when he went up there, you could hear his knees knocking. He was so nervous. He said, "Dad, I feel weird, like I'm tingly." I was like, "Yeah, it's okay. You're okay." He's like, "This is nice, but I want to go. I would like to go down now, Dad." And he's 20 some years old, but
You'd be
it's just
surprised sometimes the communication, the high energy it takes a toll.
Yeah.
And they're not
Yeah.
understanding why it is. Oh goodness sakes.
He's more like me. He doesn't have fire.
Yeah, I know. If I can get to understand it all down to where I feel like I can do good with it. I want to travel. I want to help people. I think that's what we're supposed to do once they give you this gift to learn and teach. And I don't know, like I don't want to make money on it at all, at all.
Right.
I'm a weird guy. I hate money. I am. I'm very weird.
Money causes fiction to
So
many people. That I agree.
right. So I do want to help a lot of people, and I know it's human ego that's the problem.
Yes.
And I'm like, I think I take this from my father, and he was a Vietnam vet, so he was hardcore. He said, sometimes you have to break people to fix them.
True.
And I guess I'm the guy that has to break them sometimes,
But the only thing is some people will use your images, your fame, because you have the credit, the ability to understand who
Right.
they are. And that can also get erased from them, not to you but to others.
Right.
And those are still learning, and they'll see what I mean, because sometimes can lead them to sickness because you weren't meant to speak of that to them, or it's not you they're not trusting, it's the opposite.
Right.
So
Well, I know they have a purpose for me, or they wouldn't have given me all this information and shown me things. And I know they do. They 100% do. I just have to learn it. It might take years, it might take days, who knows? It's just I gotta have patience. And you know us, we don't have patience. We're like chipmunks, we don't have it.
Yes, and this is where they teach you to have patience.
Oh, and I think they're proud of me. At least I think so, because I know I'm a hyper dude and I'm doing really
Yeah.
good.
There'll be
Yeah,
times where they'll come to you and speak with you and they'll tell you don't share. And when they tell you don't share, please listen
Mhm.
to them, because that's for a learning tool for you. Because
Right.
there are things that yes, you can share, and there are things they don't want you to share, and it's only meant for you, because every clan does that.
Yeah, it's like their rules. They have their own rules. They do have their
Yes.
own thing.
You have to honor and respect them, because they're the ones that's allowing you to speak or be known that they are around. Sometimes information they want to give to you, and you say, okay, well, I'm learning. I'm gonna keep this in mind, and I'll share the information. And then once they see you share that information, then they're gone.
Mhm.
But if you explain to them, yes, I'd like to share some of it, and they'll agree to some,
Right.
but you're not supposed to share everything, because they say this is how you are supposed to learn. You're trying to share to teach others. Like for myself, I fought for this to speak to other humans, so that way they have an understanding with their clan and able to, what they are teaching you is to learn and listen, and giving you only the information. Some other channels get mad at me because I say that, and they're like, well, I want to share what's, with all of you. Well, I have right now 10 people told me that over the past 10 years, and I'm telling them, you have to learn your clan first, and then if they tell you can
Right.
share, then share it. You can share some things, but make sure you keep some things that is more heavy for you to know. So, but this one couple, they share about everything, and now their clan turned aggressive.
Hmm.
And they're saying, well, why are they being aggressive? Did you do something wrong?
Right.
Well, can you show up on my live? And I did speak with them, and I said, okay, I will not come back, thank you. And I said, you did wrong by you sharing something that was sacred to them, and you
Mhm.
shouldn't have shared. So I go, you're losing your clan. And they were like, really, are they leaving? I said, yeah, they'll be leaving within this month. You will not have. And that was like a year ago. And what happened? There's no clan out there. There's no
Oh,
Bigfoots,
man.
there's no nothing.
Right.
So now they're traveling to see where they can find another clan. And they haven't had one. And it's crazy, because now they're reaching out to me. Can you try to communicate?
Yeah.
No, I don't do
Well,
that.
all these big guys, all the big guys are all connected. You know what I mean? They all understand everything. They're all universal together. They just know.
They
So if you
gather.
do something wrong to one, they all know. Right.
They
Right.
have.
Right.
They all come from different states, and they
Mhm.
say, "Oh, there's popular water and food here. There's here we're safe, and there's home. There's structures that were protected."
Yeah, that's what I was
But
thinking. Yeah. Like they go back to the main branch of everybody and they just have a big powwow.
yes, they do. I was asked if I can share
Yep.
information like this, and every client I've talked to, they've all told me the same thing. I can, just as long as I know my laws. And I said,
Yeah.
okay, and this is how I fought to share that. A lot of council members didn't want me to do that because they said, "Oh, you're giving the information that we were taught." I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm just teaching from experiences that was given to me. So, and I have
Yeah.
different tribals supporting me, and they tell me, you have permission to do this. So don't think that you don't.
Right. Yeah. It's been a blessing. I know when the foliages comes back, they'll be doing more of the standing in front of me talking again. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they like their camouflage. They like to feel covered. They like not being, they just don't. And where I have their gifting spot is like dead in the open. I thought in a million years I would never had someone sneak in there, do what they're doing, and sneak out without catching them on film. But they're that good. So it's like I'm thinking about changing some areas, going deeper into the woods with them so they can be more relaxed. You know what I mean? And they're not out in the open because they're right on the edge of a field. You know what I mean? So it's all open. They can't, you know what I mean? You can't hide.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to move farther back and let them relax a little more.
Further back, you can. Just make sure you welcome the other clan too, because I think that's where, again, boundaries are with each other.
It's close there. I know it is. It's real close. I don't know. That's where I want them to the full on with me, and I get it better. That's all. It's coming. It's coming. 100%. It's coming.
Make sure you welcome both clans.
Oh yeah.
That you tell them that you want. I welcome both together when I'm here. No hardship. And it's they'll feel you. They'll know. They'll read your mind. They'll
Right.
feel you.
Right. Oh, I know they will. I know for a fact they will. It's the energy that they just read the energy, and they just know it. Positive, negative. Energy is like the universal code, and they can read it. We can't.
There are
I'm
humans
trying to learn.
There's humans that don't understand. So yes, that is agreeable. 8. Okay, let's see if anyone has any more. I'm gonna be getting 2 hours and 18 minutes.
Yeah, we've been talking for a minute.
Yeah. Dance Ace, Nicole. Okay. Bounty says have to be very careful of those that don't have good intentions with information and stories in terms. Correct. And that's what I said. It is very important.
Now, I do.
Go ahead.
I do share a lot of people's stuff. Now, I'm not. I just put it out there to bring awareness. Even though it's a story, it's up to the person that's receiving the story to believe it's real or not. That's it's just a story. It's up to someone to actually go into the research on their own. So whatever I post from other people, if I share like people's websites and stuff, I'm not saying I fully believe them, but they are bringing consciousness to the whole plane, and that's what we need.
Right. It's like I have told many people too, in different channels. You have to be clarified, sinful, honest, truth with yourself before entering the forest. because if you're not protected, and I know a lot of people don't believe in my protection bag, but that's okay. But then when you don't wear it, but you have it, and then you get sick.
Right.
Now there is quite a few that didn't wear my bag, and they're with other entities that
Mhm.
they got zapped from, and they got really sick. And I
See,
told them, I'm sorry.
I don't know if it's okay. I don't know if mine did a energy lifting thing here because um, I have a couple older gentlemen that live on the property with us. One is blames the world for everything, and the other one is just old, so he's kind of mopey too. So there's a lot of negative energy here. But since I've met my clan, it seems like they have lifted that energy field. It's like it's not a hard press. Like even the mopey guys are not mopey anymore. They're more of a oh, okay, well, life's life. It's doing better. They're getting better. It seems like I don't know if they lifted something off this ground because it's just weird. The neighbors are like an Amish Christian Mennonite thing. So they believe in Christianity slash abute them because they're demons, whatever. And when they do that, it don't like hurt them physically, but it hurts them mentally. It's like you're calling them a piece of crap. You know what I mean? That's what it does. It hurts their feelings. Well, that energy, I can feel that energy. That is the weirdest feeling I ever felt. It was like a lightning storm. It was like you just feel the static electricity in the air when they did it. It was weird. So every time they do that, I know when they do it. It's weird.
Many people will not understand, like I said, and that's okay. As long as you explain to them that, you're not them and you do what you can, or, excuse me, I'm trying to, this, whatever they do wrong, or that is not on me, that's on them. You have to allow them to realize, and they'll know, they'll feel it, like I said. So, but again, just be you. That's all you need to do, is just be you. Because
I think that's why they like me. Because I'm just me. I don't pull no punches.
Yeah, that's me too. I'm the same way. I don't like drama. I don't like action. They don't like it either.
Right. Me neither. At all. At all.
They walk away from it. If they see the home is very unsettled, but yet someone is willing to accept it, and they'll stay. Because then that one individual has a powerful spirit, will, go in understanding who they are. But sometimes others put a blind, and then they just want full force of angry,
Right.
They'll just
that's like when people, and I've always been this way. It seems like when someone's having a bad day, I have to be involved. I don't know why. It seems like either I got to make them have a better day or make them have the worst day of their life. If that's what you want, it's just, that's how it's always been. It was weird. It's like I've always been, just solve the problems. No big deal. So I don't know if that's part of it or anything. Even when the neighbors are negative, I'll be the one that always goes over there. I'm the one that has to fix the problem. I'm the one always, what I mean? It's like I'm the problem solver. So I don't know if the Bigfoot just looked at it that way.
They can tell if it's a good individual. Their energy. They read your energy. Yes, you might have bad days. They know, because they themselves have the same thing. But they're just like a higher power than us, 10 times the amount.
Oh, I know for a fact they are. 100%.
Yes.
Like I talk about it, but I usually don't. Like back in the day, we had a bad wreck with my son. A few people died in it, and bad stuff, real bad stuff. And then I had a series of bad stuff going on in my life. Lost my job, lost my father, and all this going on. And at the present point in time, I was down and out. I was thinking about doing some bad stuff, really bad stuff. And this was the first time I actually met God. I actually say this. He come down and hugged me. It was the most powerful feeling I could ever have in my life. So I know I'm chosen for something because I'm supposed to be here. You know what I mean?
I will say this. The Satangas, the Bigfoots, they're very high spirit. And if they feel that from you, that the Creator has been with you and you were with the Creator, the Jesus Christ, God, they feel that. Believe me, they honor that.
Oh, I think they do.
Some people blind their eyes, say, "Oh yeah, I believe in God, and I pray," but they can sense it if you're lying or not. That's the thing.
Right. Well, that's a gift they give me too. I can feel lies. I don't know if that's a real thing or not now, but I can feel it. I can feel deceit. I can feel that ain't right.
See,
it's weird.
So can I. This is the way I'm like, and I tell people, it's okay. Well, I understand your opinion, and I understand what you're doing. So, and then no, you don't believe me. I didn't say that, but I know you're BSing.
Yeah.
So, but why?
Yeah,
why,
don't feel right.
Yeah. Why make up something, Because all it do is making yourself look bad. And this is why I observe away. And if I feel that you are sincere and you do know, then fine. I'm honored. But a lot of times people like to fake things, and I don't want no part of that. Because if a Satanga came and saw you wearing a suit, it's going to destroy you.
Yeah, he'll be like, what is that? Yeah. You're a new man in my area, huh? You're going to get messed up, brother.
They will attack. They'll go like the football quarterback or whatever, the front line.
Well, what was when I overstepped my boundaries with that other clan's male, and this is what I did. I didn't even know I did it. When I brought food to that female and that baby, it was almost like I'm saying, I'll take over. I'll be the man of the house. I didn't know this. I did not know that was like that.
Yeah.
You can't do that. And everybody that goes out and they feed them all, they give them this or they don't know what they're really doing. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff to it. Like, I was just planning on getting ripped apart, like for science, go for it. You know what I mean? Like, someone's got to be that guy. I'll do it. But
yeah, it's
I was being serious.
It's
I was being serious, dead serious.
Because you're going out of boundaries, and they don't like that. You're not the demand.
Well,
or how do you say
that? Well, I learned real fast. Real fast. I know now. A neutral getting spot's okay. Don't try to take over someone else's family. That's not okay. Yeah. I didn't know that. Right. I'm learning slowly.
As I said, teach you. They teach you in sections. You can't learn everything all in one day and want to know now. Let me take notes. No, it doesn't go like that. Yep. Get yourself out there, and it's every day. That's why do a journal. Write it all down. And if the time comes in your older age, then there's a book. But if it's just for your standards, it's your knowledge, your journey with them. Because actually, I've got too many books. I write in my book everything ever since I started when I was young. Wrote it down. Medicine, what medicine I learned today from them. What plant goes with what plant, where the water source are, what do structures mean. And then
Right.
when someone
See, that was
asks
one
you,
thing.
I'm sorry.
What? That's the only thing I. That's the only thing I really don't want to lose is my mind. When I have dyslexic and very slow reading and math. I'm not very good. I barely graduated. I was a good football player. That's how I got through. You know what I mean? They just pushed me on through. But so I think this is actually, it helps me because I don't get blocked. I don't read stuff that's just randomly there all the time. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not a, it's more, it has to
Right,
be programmed in.
right. Write it
Yeah.
down the way you know, right? Even if you
Right. Yeah.
misspelled, write it the way you feel, how you know, because that is for you. That's your journal, what you learned. There's things you can keep
Mhm.
out too, but it's good because for me, writing down everything, if something's wrong, my husband or the kids, they all know to go back and I label the books. But
Yeah.
it's important. It was important for me because when they told me that I was going to become an elder, and that's a big responsibility, and I said, I honor that. And that title was given to me at a young age, and I'd still fight for it. And when people don't understand my title of my name as an elder medicine, then your culture didn't explain very much. And this is what
Right.
I tell them. Doesn't matter if it's from different religions or not. Like I said, you are the person that has said, okay, I understand, but I can't call you elder because of the religion that I went to. It don't matter. This tribal is who I came from.
Mhm.
This is the title they gave me as I earned my rank. Just like as the government, how they go lieutenants, captains, and then the
Yep.
president. Each family has their ways of rank. Um, just like, okay, it's mom and dad, and then it's the older one, or maybe another brother from the other side taking control of the whole family. It's the same thing, but with the tribal, it's different. We take the privilege, the honor to teach and give
Mhm.
the information to our family. Now now that I am old, I tell them I'm going to teach some to the humans, but only half. And they said, sure. I said, yes. I need
Okay.
permission from different tribals. I had to get
Right.
like 30 approval. And I got more than that. So, and they just said, just remember, not all. So, but I honor
Well, I
myself.
definitely don't share it all because there is things that I don't share. It's just, they don't need to know about it.
Correct.
People don't need to
And
know.
that's important. That's important for you, even if your spouse or partner is with you and you share that information. That partner also needs to know that they can't share it because that's called sacred.
Right.
It's called bounding
Mhm.
of the trust. As you guys are come to one to marriage or to live together, it's trust in one, and that's the same thing with them. So
Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Like I want to know a lot more, and it's going to be up to them to tell me. It's you know what I mean. It's no one else. Like it's them. You know, I want to learn from the masters. Period.
yes. Well, Mike, I really thank you for coming on. Maybe another time you jump on and we can answer some more questions, the other ones. It was a
Yeah, no problem.
pleasure.
I loved it. Thank you, Mama Bear Claw. This was awesome.
You're
This was
welcome.
awesome. Thank you so much with everything.
Thank you. Yes. For everyone in here, yes, I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. Many that know me very and are close to me call me Mama Bear Claw, and that's fine. But my title that I have is Elder Medicine Bear Claw. You can call me Elder. If you don't want to call me Elder, you can call me Mama Bear Claw. I don't want to have any more disputes or misunderstanding. That is my title that was given to me at a very young age as an elder. And I take that because I have a lot of experience in medicine and dealing with other things that people don't understand. So
Right.
this
Yeah.
is have to tend to work for a bit, and I apologize. Oh, don't worry. Don't worry, it's fine. You can rewatch the video. For now, I'm going to let everyone go. It is almost noon here, and I need to eat. Got to take more medicine.
Yep.
Many blessings.
Well,
Thank
thank
you
you very
for
much again.
joining. And I was very honored to have you. So remember, come and join me again. Don't be in the background.
I sure will.
Until you're wise,
All
I
right.
said many blessings.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you. Bye-bye. All righty. Now, everyone, thank you for joining. It was a beautiful show, 2.5 hours. Wow, I'm blessed. Thank you. Thank you. I'm honored. And if anyone ever want to come on next time, don't be afraid. If you don't want to show your face, put a little sticker there. You can still talk. I welcome everyone to share their moments, or that they want to do a prayer with me on here live. We can do that too. So let's go ahead and close this with a prayer. Everyone that needs a prayer, please put a heart or hands or emoji, and I'll mention you in the prayer. So let's do this together, please. And Hakuninya, hi. She's making me hot. Alrighty, everyone. Let's mark those prayer hands down so we can do these prayers and lift everyone, because everyone needs prayers. And I will repeat it in English what I said. Take a drink. All right. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5, but I know there's 7 more. Okay. Ikum na hoete. Ishkutoneta kapoto meni ahai rishito patakai. Meni adane pisiko ikoko. Hakene. Itoa escoto nescohene neste hitoafanate. Escoto hene in the hazo potaimete. Escoto no manakai hito no masite e hukuna enikuata. Esto eno kuntoyone eteta ine kuaine enia poteshi. Ahete goine nipa pena toa se ekoshine ete kwa enemi ihikahe. Eikoto haenta hitoi te yoshite. Haneto hete koi. Amen. I pray and I ask Mother Earth and the creators to bless us all, to heal us, the ones that are in need of healing, the ones that are going through this journey that needs to be protected and healed. I ask the Father and Creator, if there is a chance to stop the snow, the rain, the ice, so the safety of the people can be safe. I ask for those to watch over the animals that are in the land. I ask the Creator, Mother Earth, to keep us warm in our hearts, warm in our minds, our ears, and our eyes. I ask the Mother Earth and the Creator to bless us, to guide us the journey that we need to be on. And I said, we all, His children, love them. Mother Earth, the Father, the Creator, Jesus Christ, and we love you. Thank you for walking the journey with us, doing the steps with us, helping us through whatever conditions. Amen. Thank you. Many blessings to you all. I pray that you had a beautiful morning, afternoon, and thank you everyone for joining me. I'm sorry I have been MIA. I just needed some time for me because I will be preparing myself for February 5th, and I will be down for a couple days. But my heart extends to everyone. If you need me, you know how to get a hold of me with my email, Facebook Messenger. One more thing. Those who ask me on my private if I would accept you, I have to accept you, but I prefer we stay neutral on my page, Elder Medicine Bear Claw. But those who I have accepted on, then you know I am very honored and blissful. Not that I'm not honored you on my, but that's my personal, because I don't want my family or my husband's family saying, oh, your friend requested this and that. So again, please don't take it wrong. But I'm always answering on Elder Medicine Bear Claw's Messenger. I'm more on there than it is because my family can get a hold of me on my phone. So thank you very much. Kunyeste means I love you all. Many blessings. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, hi. Hi, hi, Mike. Anytime.